Welcome class team. Let's continue the another lobe of pituitary gland, that is posterior pituitary lobe. Okay, let's understand their secretion and their role and the diseases caused by their hyposecretion and hypersecretion. Now here posterior pituitary lobe mainly releases two different types of hormones, that is ADH and oxytocin. Full form of ADH you need to learn, that is antidiuretic hormone. Okay, antidiuretic hormone, or it is often called as vasopressin. Now the main function of this ADH, about ADH we have learned in kidney also. Kidney chapter also we have learned in the regulation of urine output. Okay, again the same topic has come here. ADH has one more what you call the function to play, that is it constricts the blood vessels. Like whenever we are very much frightened by something, then our face almost becomes yellowish. Okay, it is because the facial muscles are constricted by the release of this ADH hormone under that condition. Now this ADH hormone is also responsible for absorbing, okay, or it makes, we have learned that it makes the DCT, distal convoluted tubule of nephron, okay, permeable to water. So large amount of water is reabsorbed. So it helps in the reabsorption of water in the kidney. Then again, if suppose this ADH is released in less quantity than required, then the person will be suffering from diabetes mellitus, in which the person has to see the water will not be absorbed, okay, in the kidney, reabsorbed in the kidney. So that is why the person suffering from diabetes insipidus has to go to toilet frequently to urinate. Okay, so this is there about there are two types of diabetes insipidus, and one more is there, diabetes mellitus. Diabetes mellitus mainly caused by the insulin hormone, that we'll discuss under the topic pancreas. Now next comes oxytocin, which is also called milk ejecting hormone. It has got two different roles to play. Okay, like particularly during the birth of the child, it brings about the contraction of uterus wall in the pregnant lady so that she can give birth to the child. So it brings about the contraction of uterus, okay, to deliver the baby. Then again next is it is also responsible for ejecting the milk. It stimulates the ejection of milk in the mother of a newly born baby. So that is there. Then again next comes the next gland, that is thyroid gland. So thyroid gland, which is usually butterfly shape. Okay, it has got two lobes, so they are usually bilobed, and we need to learn about the location also. So location, they are usually situated below the larynx, voice box, below the larynx on either side of the trachea, each lobe on either side, okay, in the neck region. Then again next comes the hormone which they release are usually of two types, thyroxine and calcitonin. Calcitonin is not in the syllabus, we just have to learn about thyroxine hormone. Thyroxine, now let us try to understand about their role in our body. They help in basal metabolism, they regulate basal metabolism, they help in the ossification of bone, that is formation of bone. Then again, they are also responsible for the mental development in the children. Then again, they also regulate the body temperature. Okay, so these are the role of thyroxine. Now we'll discuss about their hyposecretion and hypersecretion. What happens when they are secreted less and what happens when they are secreted in large amount. Now here, hyposecretion of this thyroxine hormone causes cretinism in children. In adults, it causes maxilloedema and then simple goiter. Okay, cretinism in children. Now the symptoms of cretinism are, it leads to dwarfism. Then again, it leads to mental retardation in the child. Then after that comes maxilloedema. Maxilloedema in adult. In adult, if thyroxine is released in less quantity, then it may lead to lethargy, sluggish. The person becomes often tired, and then again it may lead to swelling of face and leg, like that. Then again after that comes simple goiter. Simple goiter mainly occurs in adult. Okay, it may lead to enlargement of thyroid gland. Okay, so in this case, it is enlarged Then again after that comes, it is mainly due to the deficiency of iodine in our diet, because for the production of thyroxine hormone, iodine is the main component which is required by our body. Okay, so this usually occurs in the person who live in hilly areas, because they do not usually get seafood to eat. Seafood are a very rich source of iodine, so that is why the person living nearby the coastal areas usually do not suffer from simple goiter. Mostly the person living in the hilly areas, away from the coastal region, okay, nearby the sea, away from the ocean and sea. Okay, if the person lives in hilly areas, then there is a chance that the person may be suffering from simple goiter if he doesn't take the diet rich in iodine. So that is why, in order to prevent this simple goiter, we are always suggested to take iodized salt. Okay, then comes oversecretion. Oversecretion usually leads to exothalmic goiter in the individual. In exothalmic goiter, what happens is that the eye particularly protrudes out. Okay, then it increases the heartbeat. Okay, so this type of things are usually observed in oversecretion. So just now we completed pituitary gland and thyroid gland. Now comes the next, that is adrenal gland, that we'll discuss in the next video. Thank you, student.